Hey guys, Gravener here. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. And we've got a lot of stuff to go over this week. There has been an absolute ton of stuff happening in at least the last 10 days in-game. It's absolutely insane. But first off, we're going to talk about the fact that patch 10.0 did drop. So we've got some pretty good stuff going on here. I'm going to have some video package rolling in the background here. That is because of the fact that characters, Juggernaut, Hulk, and Abomination, as well as Thanos, but, you know, we don't have Thanos, they got a new update, base attack moves to better match their fighting style and personalities. So I've done fights with all three of them. I'm going to have those playing in the background here behind the pictures. You guys will be able to see the fights in between the shots of these updates here. So we've got new login rewards in 10.0. The Grandmaster has designed a lethal labyrinth to challenge summoners, introducing the new Labyrinth of Legends. We'll get into that here in just a minute. Champion updates and improvements. We just went over that a little bit. Leaderboard updates. We'll go over that a little bit closely, a little bit more closely here in a minute. Alliance bug fixes and UI updates, performance, memory changes, and improvements. That's our outline for exactly what happened in 10.0. 10.0 was a pretty decent drop, but we had some issues and speed bumps along the way as well. Now the login calendar that just dropped. I logged in earlier and it was finally working, so we do have it currently going. And we get, it says on September 1st, the monthly login calendar will make its debut. This calendar will be loaded with a variety of items such as gold, catalysts, units, etc. And this week, currently, we have premium hero crystal shards. So, you know, you got that to look forward to going through this whole thing. Well, you know, we touched on the fact that we had the new characters. They're playing in the background here. Alliance membership updates, improved communication, and warning messages when you join or leave an alliance. We'll get into that here in a minute too, because we've got the lockout stuff going on. So, I mean, I've preached it on here for a while now. It's live now. Let's just go ahead, because there's really not a whole lot more left in these patch notes, honestly. That's really performance changes, leaderboard improvements. I mean, you guys can see it here. Just, you know, if you want to read over this stuff, pause the video and get you a little bit of that going on. But so we've got the lockout grace period in Alliance Quest. This is something I preached a while back, that, you know, you guys need to, if you're going to be in an alliance, you need to stay in that alliance. Try not to piss anybody off and get kicked out, because there are lockout periods. You can see here, this is the message about that. And, you know, I even said it in alliance chat, on our line chat not too long back, that, you know, this stuff's going on. So, better be happy where you're at right now in the alliance, because if you don't, you're going to be locked out from the prizes for this week. And it wasn't a day or two later. It was like the day right before the first Alliance Quest this week. A guy left. And it's like, okay, sayonara, have fun not getting rewards for 10 days. Because that's we're in Superhuman right now. So, good luck. 10-day blackout period. You're not going to get rewards for over 10 days. That's the full week. So, sorry about your luck, man, but the only thing you're getting this week are Alliance Quest crystals from the daily Alliance Quest finishes, and rewards from that, and that's all you're getting this week. Sorry, man, it sucks. It sucks. Now, let's move into Terragenesis Part 2. Has dropped. There's been a lot of stuff dropped. Ming-Na's Cavalry Challenge came out. Then Terragenesis came out. Part 2. And a lot of people are a little bit disappointed in the fact that we got Gambit Hop, Rogue Hop, Jean Grey, Karnak, and Quake hop out of this picture here. But as far as I haven't touched it, as you can see. But as far as I've been told, there's no Daisy Johnson in there. There is no Quake. So it's like, what's the point in having it there? But I think it's going to be cool having Karnak there. I mean, you get the connection here. I don't like the fact that they're not really using Karnak in the sense that he is an Inhuman. He should have been more along the lines of with Black Bolt here. But I guess they're going with more of the fact that he's an Inhuman and Quake's an Inhuman, and they're going to pitch those two together, and Inhumans are basically mutants. I mean, that's really what they are. They're just, their mutant abilities don't come out until they get hit with the Terrigen mist. So it's kind of ties in X-Men and the Inhumans together there. But so we've got that going on. Gambit is finally released into the arenas. So good luck with that one, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know that much. I'm not doing it. I haven't done an arena since the top prize of the 4 stars cost went above 8.5 million in the arena. So I would probably expect to be putting up at least 12 million in this arena. At least. I would shoot for that. If you're going to go for him, I would shoot for 12 million. I'm not personally doing it. I don't have that kind of time on my hands. Not going to happen. Good luck to those of you who do get him. Good luck to those of you out there who are spinning the crystals off. Hopefully you get that. And with Alliance Quest this week, the new Alliance Quest dropped. And the milestones are absolutely dismal. Here you can see this is just the first one. And it's like, okay, how are we supposed to hit that? 50 million. I think we ended up with like, I can't even remember what we ended up with in the first, last week. Like during the placement phase, but that's crazy. I mean, we're on like day 2. Something like, I don't know, day 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly what day of the week it is most of the time. But yeah, this is currently where we're sitting at on it. 50% of the way almost. To the first milestone. I remember like before this, the milestones, they started out at like 5 million. I don't know if this is just some kind of glitch or if this is what they're planning on doing from here on out, but it looks to me like if you want to get all of these milestones, you're going to have to be running more than just one day of map 6 like they actually said we would be doing. So, I don't know, Kabam. Are you trying to tell us something else here? So let's move on into the Labyrinth of Legends. So we have the Labyrinth of Legends drop. And before you can actually access the Labyrinth of Legends, you have to complete the road to the Labyrinth. Now, whenever this dropped, there was a big foobar on Kabam's part. Now, we're going to look right here. I'm going to let you guys look real quick at the prizes. We've got Chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to see any of that, go ahead and pause the screen now and get you a good look at it. Here, we have the Act Rewards and the complete rest of Chapter 4's rewards. And then we go into the actual Labyrinth of Legends and go over the buffs. Mark of the Labyrinth, Enrage, the Labyrinth map. And we start off here with some of the rewards. So if you want to take a look at this portion, go ahead and pause the video real quick and go ahead and get a look at that. And now we'll move on into the last image that we have of the Labyrinth of Legends, which completes the list, showing off that we actually get a 5-star classic Ultron, which is going to be more in the vein of Ant-Man. That's what he's going to look like. He's going to look more in the vein of Ant-Man because classic Ultron is actually the creation of Hank Pym, not Tony Stark. So that's why he had more of an Ant-Man feel to him than this newer version does. I mean, the newer version still kind of has an Ant-Man feel to him as well, but not nearly as much of an Ant-Man feel as the previous. Also, top 20 to complete, which we will definitely not be. I'll be lucky if I complete it before Realm of Legends 3 decides to start coming out. The top 20 get a 4-star Thanos, but not just one. They actually get him awakened as well. So, I mean, that's really cool. Top 20, I mean, it's going to come up to a lot of the core MMXIV guys or the Illuminati. Those guys are going to be the ones that get it, I guarantee it. First 300 get the Legends title, and the first 300 also get a 4-star Kang. First 300 will also get Legends points. And we'll get into that. As well before we even get any further. So, if you guys want to see any more of this screen, go ahead and pause it real quick. And we're moving into the Legends Leaderboard. Now, whenever Legends titles started coming out, I knew it wouldn't be long before we got something like this. Basically, what this is an No, I won't even say that word. I won't say it. It's bragging rights. We'll say that. I was going to say something else, but that's a little bit too dirty. So yeah, basically it's just bragging rights. It's not so much about having the Legends title anymore. It's about how many Legends titles you actually acquired. So we've got the Realm of Legends gives so many points for the first number 1 and then the top 10. Act 4 number 1 gets more points than the top 10, the top 50, top 100. Chloe's Warriors of Awesomeness Quest and Ming Na's Cavalry Challenge. I guess they're not doing the Coulson one. You would think they would have at least. Number 1, top 10, top 50, top 100, they all get a certain amount of points. And event quests give off points as well for finishing in the quickest amount of time, like we just had recently with one of those other events. I can't think of which one it was off the top of my head. I know it was before Terragenesis. So yeah, that's kind of it doesn't matter to me. I'm sure it doesn't matter to most of you guys because none of us, like most of us, don't have Legends title as it is. Like I said, it's really just for bragging rights about the people who actually have Legends titles. And it's going to give you ranks as far as those go. But let's get out of that and we'll move into the big foobar that happened. We had a bug. It says here, "Hi everybody. As many of you have noticed after updating the game today, a majority of players witnessed a huge spike in champion PI. This is affecting not only our players, but also our content." Yes, it was. It was definitely affecting the content. People were actually able to finish Ming Na's Cavalry Challenge, Terragenesis Part 2. They were able to complete the Road to the Labyrinth. And there were actually some people who were able to complete the first portion of the Labyrinth itself. Because not only did this buff in our PIs of our champions happen, it also, as far as I can tell from what I've been reading, did not give the boosts to the champions inside of these quests that it was technically supposed to give. So it was super easy. And you can tell this message went up at 4:43. 4:43. This message went up. And then at 6:36, in 2 hours, we got notice that we were getting emergency maintenance. I'm surprised it took them 2 hours, to be honest with you. I'm surprised it took 2 hours for them to notice this and then do a maintenance on it. I'm surprised it didn't just happen immediately, like emergency maintenance, because I guarantee those guys were running around at their offices late like chickens with their heads cut off. It's absolutely insane the kind of stuff that they had to go through with this. It's funny in my eyes. And then the maintenance happened, and we got the bug fix. So the bug fix fixed everything. There were no more issues. We didn't have to worry about that. And really, that's about it for this week, or the past almost 10 days. It's a lot of news to go over. Hopefully I got it done pretty decently. We got it done in about 16 minutes, 15 and a half. But alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time watching the channel, please consider leaving a sub on it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. And as always guys, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later!
'Cause we scream, fight, hate.